Hello once again, guys. This is Dikeos1 here, bringing you game number 7 of my Quest for Gold series. This will be a ZVT on on xel'naga caverns. Wow, almost failed really hard there. Bit of lag, that's kind of weird. Normally doesn't happen. But yes, so I will be up here in the top corner playing as Sharp Teeth, and my opponent Rainbow XPN will be down here in the bottom left corner. Now, as you guys can already tell, I'm back to playing StarCraft, and it feels great. I just needed that quick little break there, but I'm back. I should be playing a lot more StarCraft. Should be uploading videos fairly regularly once again. And who knows, maybe I'll do some Minecraft or Battlefield every now and then just for fun or something. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Let me know in the comments if you want to see other games. I do play Skyrim. I don't know, a bunch. Just let me know in the comments. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, make a comment if you want to see just StarCraft games or you want to see other games as well, because I do have quite a few games that I play on a regular basis. Alright, and here we go. I'm throwing down a 15 pool, 14 gas. This is just my, basically, it's my standard opener for when I'm not throwing down a hatchery first. This is just for some quick kind of roach play, get some early pressure going on, and if it really punishes any sort of Terran or Protoss player or even a Zerg player that's trying to go for take their natural quickly, because I'm gonna have like 7 roaches out by the 6.5 minute mark, and 7 roaches, 6.5 minutes, that's pretty decent, especially if my opponent is just getting his natural just saturated and getting it going. He probably won't have too many units, so it's really good for me. And it looks like the Terran player is going for a pretty standard opener, getting the barracks and straight into the orbital command. And I do have my roach worn down, and so that went down about I don't know. Basically, as soon as my spawning pool finished, I throw down the roach warren and then grab my queen. My opponent is building his factory now. He lifted up his barracks for some reason. Wow, I'm sorry about all this lag, guys. This is kind of ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Alright, I think it should be okay now. Alright, you can see my drone just chasing this SCV, you know, getting him out of my base. Don't want him seeing everything I do, although it should be pretty obvious by this point. Yep, so he has his 1 marine. He's throwing down a reactor. Yep, and he's throwing down his command center, so he's probably going to go, or he's obviously going for a fast expansion, trying to grab that natural quickly, even though he did see that I don't have my natural going down, so he should be thinking to himself that I'm going to be applying some early pressure. He did switch places. That is very standard for Terran players, getting out those reactored Hellions. But Hellions aren't that good versus roaches. Even if there's 2 of them, I mean, they don't do that much damage. Oh, he's getting out doubled reactored Hellions, which I don't know if I'd agree with that. And here he is. He's my overlord. I see them coming up, but I'm like, whatever, that's fine. I'll just grab a few roaches with my queen. I should have no problem defending that. My metabolic boost is on the way, and he's going into starport. So he is doing a variation of the Destiny Cloudfist build, or 1-1-1. But instead of going just straight up 1-1-1, he grabbed the command center to try and expand. Don't know if I agree with that. You can see what I do here. Instead of walking up the front of the ramp, I use Inegos. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but you gave me this great idea to move your Overlord over to get sight. And so basically I just get sight, take out like a supply depot or whatever, and then I just do as much damage as possible. Again, those Hellions are doing hardly anything to my roaches. He only has one Marauder, and I completely devastate his economy. I took out, I don't know what the workers killed tab is. Well, he's lost 21 units, 22 units now. And I've only lost 5 roaches. I do bring these ones back to my base. Yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know the hotkey for the workers killed tab. But I can assure you that it was not good for my opponent. And yeah, so at this point, I'm very comfortable with the position I'm in. I did tons of damage to his economy. I'm forcing him to get out Marauders now. I mean, I still have wow, excuse me. I have 10 roaches on the field, and he's only got 3 Marauders and a Hellion. I mean, I can do a lot of damage to him. Plus, I'm getting my expansion down, which is very key. I know I'm ahead. It's a very safe time for me to expand. And so that's what I'm doing. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. My opponent here is throwing down a bunker. He knows I'm coming in. Good decision by him. Bunkers are really good versus like everybody. Again, moving my Overlord in to see what's going on. Gonna try and snipe this reactor here. Stop any sort of Hellion play from happening. Or reactored Hellion play anyways. And yeah, I got my Overlord here. I'm just sitting on the low ground. I'm able to snipe this supply depot, which doesn't supply block him, but it does enough damage. He needs to spend another 100 minerals. I got some more roaches out here. I should have a queen already down here or being produced down here, but I don't. Oh, there we go. The queen's going now. Should be transferring drones and starting to drone up my natural at this point. Yeah, and I pulled back with my roaches, keeping them alive, because, I mean, I could have very easily just sat here, done a little bit more damage, but I ended up losing my roaches. But why would I do that when I could keep my roaches without overcommitting? You know what I mean? Like, sure, I could have maybe taken out a few more units, but I would have lost all my roaches. But in this case, I don't take out those few units, so when I go back in later with another group of 12 roaches, I can do as much or if not more damage in less time. As you can see, I'm getting my upgrades started. I have burrow on the way as long as +1 weapons from my roaches. I do have a lot of minerals just kind of lying around at this point. You can see my supply, it's only 68 out of 84. I probably could be fine with producing a couple more overlords. And if you look at my Terran opponent here, he does have his second barracks down. He's still trying to, he has his starport, but he doesn't have any units from his starport yet. And he's only now throwing down his natural. Now, that's why this build is really good for any sort of player that's trying to quickly grab their natural, because look how delayed that is compared to how early he got his command center. This is so delayed, which is such a bonus for me. I mean, plus I'm forcing him to wall in. He's got 2 bunkers and a couple supply depots in the front trying to make a wall. He's getting siege tanks. He's getting lots of ground units. Now, generally what I like to do after I use this roach pressure is exactly what I just did, and that is throw down a spire. But you can see, even though I've got the spire going down, I'm just getting so many upgrades. I'm just constantly building stuff, keeping my income, well, not my income low, but the overall minerals and gas that I have, trying to spend it as much as possible. At this point in time, my income's very nice, and you can see I'm taking on these rocks. I'm going to be grabbing that 3rd relatively shortly, because you always want to be at least 1 base ahead as Zerg. especially against Terran, because Terran does have the mules, and mules are excellent at mining out mineral patches very quickly. So you can see now my Terran player, he's just getting pretty much just Marine Marauder medevac with a tank. I'm not even... He should have siege tech at this point. Yeah, he does have siege tech, so I mean, you definitely want to get siege tech. Siege tech or siege tanks without siege tech is like the Zerglings without Zergling speed. Almost useless. And I am oversaturated in my main here. Still haven't thrown down my third yet. Could probably do that without too much of a problem. Spire's down. I do have 8 Mutalisks in production, which will do quite a bit of damage to him. I mean, 8 Mutalisks, that's enough to one-shot. If you do it correctly, that's enough to one-shot SCVs, no problem. And then do enough damage so that you can kill a couple more without too much trouble. Because they do have their... I don't know if it would be splash damage that the Mutalisks have. I don't know. Me and my friends would have this discussion. We'd be arguing about whether it was splash damage or was it was like a chain attack. Either way, doesn't really matter. It's effective, and that's what counts. My Overlord is sitting here just checking out, see if he's moving out. I do preemptively move him over, try to get him away from those Marines, but he does decide to move around and take it out. My third is going down. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Oh, my apologies. Yeah, basically, wow, I'm so sorry. I'm getting Zerglings at this point. I know he has quite a few Marauders. He's getting those Marauders because of my roaches, obviously. And yeah, I'm just doing some really nice Mutalisk harass here. I do take out that SCV working on the missile turret just so it buys me more time. Not too sure what he's trying to do with all these Marines at this point, as I'm just sitting here and I'm just cleaning up his neural line. He does have his missile turret down now though, and that's when I decide to pull out. I figure I'd do enough damage. I've done enough damage. Look at the units lost. I mean, he's lost 52 units to my 12. I mean, this game is definitely in my favor. I'm now getting my hive tech, which is 17 minutes. It's an alright time to be getting hive tech. Generally, I want to get it sooner, especially if I'm going mostly ground units and getting my ground upgrades, because you definitely want to get those. This one Mutalisk here is rallied down here for some god-awful reason. I don't know. He almost died, living with 17 health. I have my third down, getting my queen going. I really should be transferring Jones from my main here because I'm only running off of 2 mineral patches at this point, and I don't need this many drones. I mean, I 16 plus another 7, so that's like whatever. I don't know. I'm not doing math in my stream. Either way, it's too much, way too much for two mineral patches. 2 mineral patches, maximum would be four drones, I would say. Here he comes, getting rid of my creep, but I already know he's here. It's too late for him. I do have Banelings mixed in with this unit to try and take out those Marines. Not doing too much damage to those Marauders though. And I just steamrolled that army. I mean, it didn't do anything to me at all. If you look at the units lost, I lost a bunch of Zerglings and Banelings. That's why I'm at 38 now, but he's still at 81. I have less than half the units lost he does. And as a Zerg player, generally you have more because Zerglings are so cheap, but that's not how it worked this game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, I don't know, I'm getting kind of sick or something. Sorry that it's all lots of coughing, but I hope you enjoyed the game. Remember to leave a comment if you want to see more StarCraft videos or other videos of other games. And I'll see you guys later.